I have also done it at the bookstall in Winnetka for the Arlington Heights Library and the Arlington Heights Historical Museum. Harper College Career Day. So I've traveled all over, and off and on I have done different types of presentations for my performances. So I miss that, because unfortunately, since the COVID situation, certain areas now don't really have people to come out and do
perform. Live storytelling. Yes. I noticed.
Yes.
I've done something similar with making puppets. I do puppets. I love puppets.
Okay.
So I did Arts in the Parks with the Park District. I know this isn't about me, but I just have to tell you. And so we would make paper bag puppets with the kids, and there's so much fun and so hands on, and children run around with their puppets and we do a puppet show together. And recently I brought out my puppets, and we did a puppet making activity here in Northeastern for a family festival that was done at Ensemble Espanol. But the children were so guarded.
Wow.
And it was such a different vibe. And I think it's the post-pandemic world,
right.
where they just don't do things hands-on like they used to.
Right.
If they can stand back and watch something, it's one thing.
Right.
But to do things like in the real, with scissors and like glue and like paper, and like what? And I feel like people are losing those hands-on skills.
Yes. Yes.
And I think that's really important. And storytelling certainly ties in with puppetry, because it's a great way to tell a story.
And I have a lot of puppets. Have I done anything with that since I've taught? Not exactly. I have them stored in a bag.
Yes, yes.
But I mean, the idea of presenting, like I'm looking into now virtual presentations, which I know may not be exactly the same, but it's close enough. When I look at Sesame Street and some of these other children programs that are on YouTube and whatnot, I mean, I feel like I could, eventually do something like that. But I also love telling stories to families. You and I were talking when we were getting ready to come into the building, when I was at Quest Academy. A lot of them, they were familiar with Dr. Martin Luther King, but no one never thought of doing an assembly.
Ooh.
So those 5.5 years that I was there, each year I would challenge myself and to do different programs that interrelated with Dr. King.
Nice.
I involved the faculty, and of course there was music. There was a music class, so they sang. And, I made up stories, and we did reinterpretation. And I had a close friend, he's a reverend, Eddie Reeves, and he came out and, of course, did the speaking of Dr. King.
Well, that's absolutely appropriate. This is January. We're coming up on Dr. King's Day.
Yes.
So
I'm not sure if they still continue it, because it's been a while.
His birthday is what? January
15th.
January 15th.
Yes. So I really, like I said, I really did those kind of things. But also I wanted to share with you, as a storyteller, a professional storyteller, and of course a creative dramatics instructor, I wanted to share different directions that I'm going towards besides my storytelling. And one of them is I had a protégé, and I taught her when she was in 3rd grade, and now she's in her 40s.
Oh, what?
And she has her own event called Here's Hope Project.
I love it.
Sarah Walsh. And check it out. She really is into
Hope Project.
Here's Hope Project. It amplifies the voices of families with kids facing illness or special needs by sharing their stories to build awareness, foster connection, and inspire hope within and beyond the medical community. So she's been doing this for quite some time. So I'm proud of her.
Yes.
And we try now to stay in contact, but she keeps throwing back. I shouldn't say throw back. She keeps sharing back the encouragement that I had given her. I mean, she loved to write, so I was into her writing. She even has written plays for me in the past when I was teaching at some.
And her name is?
Sarah, Sara, Walsh, Walsh. And then, in the meantime, I'm reconnected with a close friend who she does everything. She's another artist. Her name is Queen Nana. And she's a visual artist because she lived here in Chicago and she went to the Art Institute.
Ooh.
So, and
Good
also
school.
she's into spoken word.
Mm-hmm.
She does cooking and baking. She's into skincare, into braiding hair.
Wow.
So she has a lot of different sections in platforms, social media platforms so she's constantly encouraging me more with the virtual and the AI. But if you would go to her area, you'd be amazed at all the things that she can do.
Mm-hmm.
And so as a performing art, I like interrelating with other people.
Yes.
Now, I had mentioned to you that I have a close friend that I used to connect with when we were in Arlington Heights. She now is in Arizona, and she's a Dr. Donna Jalaski. I never could pronounce her name. She's gonna kill me, but I can spell it.
Okay.
It's capital JAGIELSKI, and she now has an organization. I'm one of the board of directors. It's called Blessings, Balance, and Breath Yoga, and she said this is accessible to all, especially the youth, adults, and women who are underserved, underrepresented, marginalized, and just impacted. We're supported by HATHA, the Healing at the Hands of the Almighty, who financially support our work in the juvenile justice system. Also with traditional yoga, we also offer Christian yoga, and they're supported by the Christian Yoga Magazine and the Christian Yoga oh my goodness, I'm getting tongue-tied. Christian Yoga Alliance. And we're a nonprofit, a 501c3, which makes her eligible for grants and funding through corporate and individual donors and sponsors. And her website is blessingsbalancebreathyoga.com. And you could also check it out on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Great. Wow.
That's
a
for
lot.
them, but I
Wow.
haven't put mine out there yet.
Yeah, you haven't put yours out there. That's Blessings, Balance, and Breath Yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay.
So, but like I said, I love sharing stories. As a child, I used to, I was impressed with what they shared. Being a suburban child, watching Bozo, Rayner, Family Classics, Garfield Goose, you name it, all those shows where they really spoke. Kukla, Fran, and Ollie was my favorite.
Okay.
And I always wanted to get my hands on that. Yes, hands on that as well. But and I laugh because when I think about it, when I used to watch Romper Room, I was really upset because they never said my name.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, one day I'm gonna, have a program like that, which I haven't yet. I should say yet.
Yes, that's right. That's right. You're still going strong.
But I've always loved just the fact that you can interrelate with other people, have fun with kids, and I love the family thing. Family thing meaning, sharing stories and making people just sit back, relax, and enjoy hearing something interesting, making them just smile. If they don't smile with their cheeks, up, smile within.
Yeah, you can see a sparkle in their eyes.
There you
for
go.
Sure.
There you go.
And I heard a quiet go over the crowd as you were performing. You did a poem by Nikki Giovanni. I was so impressed by. I love her work.
Legacies. I couldn't tell you unless I had it in front.
I got you. I love her work though. Wow.
Yes,
wow,
I miss her because now
oh.
she's gone.
I know. Just devastating.
Yes.
Devastating.
Yes.
I loved her so much.